to Javelina Showtime, your home for Javelina athletics. Brought to you by Mike Shaw Toyota Kia, hosted by Chris Communications Sports Director Alan Harwell, and proudly produced by the students at Texas A&M University Kingsville. Alongside Mike Shaw, a proud alum of 1968, the Javelina Broadcast Network presents Javelina Showtime. Your journey to Javelina athletics starts now.
Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Javelina Showtime here on KDF TV, brought to you as always by Mike Shaw Automotive. Javelina Athletics, that's what this show is all about, and we're joined as always by the interim head coach, Jaime Martinez. Coach, good to see you.
Good to see you.
It is game day. We have a game coming up in just a few hours in Canyon, Texas, as the Javelinas take on West Texas A&M. But let's go back and talk about last week's game. Yeah, the score was 57-31, but I saw a lot of improvement on your football team. They played with more intensity. I thought they were pumped up, and I saw some good positives in that football game.
Yeah, we did. We talked about those things earlier in the week. We talked about, the 300 and some odd yards we had rushing on the ground, and the 2 interceptions that we had, and fumble recovery. There's a lot of things that we did that we hadn't done all year, and it just goes to show that these guys really came together this week and try to put it out there for this university and this athletic department.
Well, you guys jumped out to a 10-0 lead. What was the feeling on the sideline at that point?
Well, anytime you jump up 10-0, it's always pretty good. We were sitting. I was on the mic with Coach Taylor, and he kept on telling me, he was feeling pretty good about it, and everything he was calling was just, it was working, and we kept it pretty simple, and it was pretty easy for us when those guys come out and execute and do the things we asked them to do. It's a pretty easy day at the office for us.
What about you personally? How was it like running the show on the sidelines? What emotions were you feeling on Saturday night?
Well, just you get torn from one side to the other, because I've always just paid attention to the offensive side of the ball. When the offense is on the bench, me and Coach Taylor are getting ready for the next series. Me and all the other offensive coaches, and now I'm having to let them, hash those things out, and I'm having to go over there with the defense just in case I got to call a timeout or argue a call, so it's kind of, there's a mixed feelings there, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to do the best we can.
The interception by Pesic, first interception of the season.
Oh yeah.
What's been the difference in the secondary? Why has it taken so long to get an INT, you think?
Well, I think, a lot of times, these guys are still. Yes, some of them are older, but it's just different stuff that we're trying to do on the back end. Maybe, a little bit more pressure up the middle, making the quarterback throw with a little bit more heat in his face. I think there was a combination of two things there. We tried to play a little bit more man stuff on the back end and try to let our defensive line get to the quarterback and disrupt some things. And I think that was a big cause of those things.
Let's talk about the emotion of the football team. What was their feeling going into this football game? How do you feel they reacted to all the things that happened last week?
Well, I tell you what, we got a resilient group of kids. They really came together. I know, Monday was tough for all of us. I think Monday night we were all just still looking at each other going, what are we going to do here? But, they stayed together all week. The coaches did an extremely good job of preaching to these guys of stay together, family, do the little things right, and just really did a good job of trying to keep these guys together. And they came out, they played hard.
Now in a few hours you get West Texas A&M. No Dustin Vaughn this year, but I'm sure they got some pretty good players still on that football team.
Yeah, you're right. Dustin Vaughn. You're talking about a guy that's on an NFL, football team right now. That's a difference maker, and that guy right there could really play that position, and they're a heck of a team, and of course they always have been, and we're going to go out there and give it our best shot for sure.
What will be the key to victory today for you? What are you going to have to do to beat them, you think?
We're going to have to control the football. We're going to have to control the tempo of the game and make sure that we don't give up the big plays. I think that's kind of what hurt us last week. We kind of sit there and we're up 10-0. Next thing you know, we're down just because we give up 2 or 3 big plays or make 2 big mistakes, and we just got to make sure we keep the momentum and the tempo of the game in our favor.
All right, we're going to be talking with Trey Mitchell in a moment, but how's Trey's health right now? How's he doing?
He's a little sore because he did run a lot last week, but he's doing good.
He can make some things happen in the open field, can't he?
Yeah, and then that's why one of the reasons why Coach Taylor recruited him out of junior college. We watched his tape, and the kid could flat out run, and do some things with his feet, and throw the football as well. So Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Really, everything was clicking on all cylinders.
All right, Coach, appreciate it, you being here.
Thank you.
Good luck here in just a few hours, and we'll talk to you again next Saturday. And again, we did have a chance to talk with Trey Mitchell, who's coming off that shoulder injury, to get his thoughts on the game last Saturday. So let's roll that now.
I don't think it's anything that they did. Personally, I feel like I made a couple mistakes, a couple bad throws that caused a turnover. But it wasn't so much what they did as we lost it a little bit for there. But, I mean, when you compare it to the rest of the season, I think they said we had 480 yards of offense. I'm 100% proud of that we went out there and we just competed as hard as we could. He just gave us a speech, just kind of getting us going again. We came out hot with a lot of energy, and he was just kind of getting us amped up and getting us rolling again. He asked for us to just come out and compete and do it for each other. And I think, regardless of scoreboard, I can honestly say we went out there and just did it for each other. Sean is he's a great leader, works hard. I guess you could call him like a mighty. He's a small package, but the guy is incredibly strong. He works incredibly hard, and it shows. I think he struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season, but he didn't get frustrated. He stayed focused. He stayed with it, and we're seeing the results that he wants to see. And Sean is a big part of this offense. Get out, execute again. Have another great week of practice, and just again play for each other. Clean up some more of the little things. That's what Coach Martinez's biggest focus is clean up all the little things. And I think we clean up some more, we add more points, and we'll continue to be competitive.
All right, Trey Mitchell, your starting quarterback of the Javelinas, is feeling a whole lot better now about the shoulder. And again, he will again start today when your Javelinas take on West Texas and Canyon. Well, we're just now getting underway on Javelina Showtime. When we come back, we'll have more on Javelina football and athletics right after this quick timeout.
Admit it, you fear buying a car. The pushy salespeople, the sticker shock, the shady deals. But fear no more at Mike Shaw Kia, because they eliminate the fear factor. With upfront pricing and financing, 2014 Kia Soul, just $13,995. 2014 Kia Optima, just $19,922. 2014 Kia Sorento, just $27,195. And if you make $350 a week, we want to approve your credit, guaranteed. Eliminate the fear factor at Mike Shaw Kia.
Hello, I'm Phil Neeson with Neeson Chevrolet in Kingsville. We see people from all over South Texas coming to Neeson Chevrolet because we have the largest section of Chevys, Buicks, and GMCs in South Texas at the absolute best prices. We treat our customers with honesty and respect. No high pressure or hassle here, just good, honest deals. The best selection, the best prices, huge rebates, 0% financing are at Neeson Chevy, Buick GMC in Kingsville.
Today's employers are looking for employees with the ability to lead, think analytically, plan strategically, and solve problems. The MBA online program at Texas A&M University Kingsville can provide all that from the privacy of your own home. Graduates said they had a 38% return on their investment after only 1 year and a 50% return after 2 years. Our 30-credit-hour program features accounting, finance, management, marketing, economics, and business. With classes held year-round, why wait? Sign up today.
You'll find more than a great education here. You'll find friendships that last a lifetime. Thanks to our family-like living learning communities. Like Turner Hall, the men's dorm where music students enjoy their own basketball court, grill, big screen TV, and more. And Bishop Hall, where female musicians have their own volleyball court, lobby, and study room. Live and work with others who share your goals at Texas A&M University Kingsville, the home of Javelina pride.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Javelina Showtime here on KDF TV, brought to you as always, Mike Shaw Automotive. Always lots of fun things happening in the city of Kingsville. We're joined now by Leo Alarcon, the Kingsville Director of Tourism here. And Let's talk a bit about how the university is affected with the tourism here in South Texas. It's a big deal, I know.
It's a great big deal, and I'm so glad that we have all these parents and that come see these football games and other sports activities that happen on this campus.
They have to find a place to stay while they're here and things to do on the side, I imagine.
Yes, sir, and that's what pays my salary. So,
is this how does this rank athletic-wise from all the tourisms here this time of year? Is this number one on your radar right now?
At this time, yes, sir. And then, of course, after this, we start our signature event for our town in the King Ranch.
Yes.
So that's coming up at the end of November.
All right, now you're a Columbus here. You
Yes.
graduated here what year?
Well, I attended school here and graduated from high school May '74. Attended the fall of '74 through '70, and then went through '77. But I didn't graduate at the time. I came back and got my both bachelor's and master's pretty quick after that.
All right, so you worked on the South Texan, and I understand that while you went to school here, we didn't lose any football games. Is that right?
We did not lose. Like I said, I was here in the fall of '74.
The good times.
And it was a great deal, and the campus was booming. The spirit of all the students was fantastic. I remember the cars used to run around University Boulevard and College Hall honking, and it was just a big deal after every victory.
Tell us a bit about what your department does and what's available for those who want to find out more about what's happening in Kingsville.
Well, my department does the promoting of our city and the King Ranch and the university. So that's what we do. We just are constantly marketing and planning and advertising pretty constant.
Seems like every time I drive through town, there's a new hotel going up.
It looks that way, and I hope more come in.
What is the demand right now? Is there enough hotel space, or we need more?
We need more. I've noticed that during the weekday it's pretty full because there's a lot of construction going on here at the university and by NAS Kingsville.
Yeah, and of course, a lot of road construction as well. I think that won't ever stop.
Yeah.
But we want to let everybody know that if they want to know more about your department, we can go to this website right here that you see on your screen. It is www.kingsvilletexas.com. It'll have all the upcoming events going on in the Kingsville area, so use that as a great resource whenever you're looking for fun things to do here in the Kingsville area. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it, all righty? Go Javelinas, right?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
All right, we're joined now by Luis Gonzalez, who is a sprinter on the track squad, and we want to give you guys some love. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good to see you. You look like a sprinter.
Yeah, I'm pretty skinny, so how they say skinny people run fast.
They do. They certainly do. And eat a lot also, right?
True story, true story.
Tell me a little about this year's track team. How are we shaping up, you think?
It looks good. I mean, we got several people coming from Crossies. We barely got, 2 days ago, we got a guy from Spain running the hurdles. Pretty fast, 13.5, 13.9 over there. And we got a guy from New York doing long jump, he jumps pretty good. He should be able to win nationals on D2.
Wow.
So, I mean, we look pretty good.
When do you start? I know your practice is already underway, but when do you have your first meet?
Well, we have our blue and gold on November.
Okay.
And then our first meet's coming back from the break.
Okay.
Which would be in Texas A&M College Station.
You being a sprinter, tell me what some of the events you'll be competing in this year.
I'll be doing the 2 and the 4 and the 4x4. So.
Okay.
Pretty fast, pretty fast.
Let's talk academics. You're a double major, I understand.
Yeah, communication and sociology.
All righty. So you want to be on television?
Right now I'm going for my PCL, professional counseling license. But that's one of my options to fall back into.
You are a transfer from McMurray. How do you like A&M Kingsville? This is a great place, isn't it?
It is a great place. I mean, there's not much difference, but the school is way bigger, McMurray being a private school. More socializing in Kingsville, which
and you're closer to home, enrollment, right?
It is way closer to home.
Shorter trip. How do you think the track team will do as a whole this year when you're competing against the other teams? Where do you see your...
I think we can defend our championship, to be honest. It's going to be kind of hard. It might be close, but I think we can.
All righty. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here. Wish you guys the best of luck this year, okay?
Appreciate it.
All righty. You're watching Javelina Showtime here on KDF TV. We'll have much more for you right after this.
Admit it, you fear buying a car. The pushy salespeople, the sticker shock, the shady deals. But fear no more at Mike Shaw Toyota because they eliminate the fear factor. With upfront pricing and financing, 2014 Corolla or Camry, your choice. Up to $4,000 off MSRP. 2014 Tundra, up to $7,000 off MSRP. We want your experience to be exceptional. That's why we offer a 72-hour exchange policy. Eliminate the fear factor at Mike Shaw Toyota.
Today's employers are looking for employees with the ability to lead, think analytically, plan strategically, and solve problems. The MBA online program at Texas A&M University Kingsville can provide all that from the privacy of your own home. Graduates said they had a 38% return on their investment after only 1 year and a 50% return after 2 years. Our 30-credit-hour program features accounting, finance, management, marketing, economics, and business. With classes held year-round, why wait? Sign up today.
As the most established university in all of South Texas, we've learned that change is good, and there's never been a better time to check out Texas A&M University Kingsville. Thanks to our state-of-the-art new dorms with plenty of space for studying and hanging out, a recreation center with everything you'd expect in a brand new gym, and our new dining hall packed with delicious stuff to keep students going. And the changes don't stop there. Texas A&M University Kingsville, the home of Javelina pride.
Admit it, you fear buying a car. The pushy salespeople, the sticker shock, the shady deals. But fear no more at Mike Shaw Kia because they eliminate the fear factor. With upfront pricing and financing, 2014 Kia Soul, just $13,995. 2014 Kia Optima, just $19,922. 2014 Kia Sorento, just $27,195. And if you make $350 a week, we want to approve your credit, guaranteed. Eliminate the fear factor at Mike Shaw Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Javelina Showtime here on KDF TV, brought to you, as always, by Mike Shaw Automotive. And always about this time of the show, we like to do a special feature, and our reporter today is Andrew Quintana. Hey, Andrew, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, sophomore, right, out of Texas City?
Yes, sir.
All righty, and we've asked you to go out and do a story on the player reaction of the coaching situation. And, you know, that was a pretty emotional deal last week, and it looks like the players came through with it pretty well.
Yeah, talking to them earlier in the week, they seem to have some pretty positive reactions to it. They seem to be pretty pumped up, pretty enthusiastic about the coaching change, and pretty, just ready to work, willing to do anything they can to win.
Well, I'm anxious to see what the players had to say, so let's roll Andrew's story.
I think we came out really determined and motivated off of coming in with them taking out Coach Cal this past week. It was unexpected, but guys really just came together and really executed like we wanted to do and planned to do. Well, I think that's something we try to keep consistent throughout the entire season. Really just coming out and getting better every week, and not just going through a routine of going through individuals and one-on-ones and things of that nature. So because we're still searching for our first conference win, and so really we're just trying to, like I said before, just trying to attack it and really come out with the win. Well, it's a little bit different. Coach Cal not being out there, used to coming in the morning and seeing him every day. So it's definitely different not seeing his face out there. But we tried to make it find as much positive we could out of it, and really just tried to really come together and take on, continue the family mentality that he had when he was here.
It's kind of neutral. We just keep moving on. Adversity happens, so we're not taking it bad. We're not taking it good. It's just neutral. We have to keep moving forward regardless of what happens. It got us. I think it got us more motivated because now we know what really can happen during some times, and we're practicing harder. We're getting things done. We're just going through our same routine as we always do. I guess we're just a little bit more hyped because we were wanting to win so bad, and we're still trying to get that first win. So we're just doing the same thing we've always done, and just keep moving forward from where we are. It's different just not seeing them out there, but the coaching staff right now, it's kind of changed different things up a little bit differently, so we've done a little bit different things. But for the main part, it's kind of the same. We have more intensity, a little bit more intensity, just to still try to win that game. Everything's basically the same. It's nothing really changed that's major. We still get to have the same playbook, the same plays, run the same plays. We just have to execute a little bit more on offense and defense to get that win.
I wouldn't say practice is too much. It's pretty much the same. They just both have, different way to get us going. So it's a tad bit different, but not scheme-wise or nothing like that. Okay. Yeah. I don't think it really did anything. I mean, it threw us off. It was unexpected because we found out when he found out. But we can't let that distract us. We got to keep trying to reach our goal. Is trying to have a winning season. We'll finish out at least with a winning record. Everybody was shocked. He found out because we met with him earlier for special teams, and he hadn't known then, and he had found out later on that day, and he just came and walked in. We thought, it was our normal meeting for the afternoon on Mondays, and he broke the news to us, and then everybody was just in shock. Let us fall apart, because then, like I said again, we're still trying to reach our goal, is to start winning games, and we can't let that stop us from trying to reach our goals still. Yeah, like I said again, we just got to go out there every day, whatever happens to coaching change, we can't control that. So what we can control is, coming to practice hard, ready to play on time, making plays and getting prepared for the game.
Practice has been a little bit different. Coach Martinez has done a good job as far as getting practice a little more structured and getting us just able to get through practice more smoothly, I guess you could say. We wanted to start a game. This past week, we went out and started fast like we wanted to do and like we know we could do, and we got to jump on them guys early. Unfortunately, we didn't finish how we wanted to, but like I said at the beginning of the game, that was just our offense just doing what they know how to do. This past week at practice, we had a real good week at practice. Players flying around, offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, everybody hyped. And this past week it's been real solid out there. So I don't know if it's a fresh start. We're still on we're still on the same season. We're still on, we're still on this losing streak right now. So I don't know if it's just basically a fresh start, but it's a change for sure.
All right, Andrew, thank you. Good piece there. I like what the players had to say. It's all about adjusting, I guess, to a new head coach, because every head coach is different, don't you think?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know my personal reaction to it was, this is going to be really good for the team. Mm-hmm. New coach in there, kind of giving them some new advice, some kind of fresh start kind of mentality, I guess you could say. And I believed it's going to help them because, look what happened last week. They started right out the gates, ready to go, and they looked great last week. So I'm excited to see what happens this week.
Let's talk about your role on game day. I see you up in the press box next to me. You're working with the public address announcer. Mm-hmm. What are your duties? What are your job?
Well, my duties are to kind of, I guess you could say, run the Jumbotron.
Okay.
I talk to people down low. I get different camera angles. I talk to them about camera angles sometimes. I'll talk to them about a lot of the advertisements we have, because we do have a lot of sponsors. So they pay a lot of good money to get their advertisements up.
There you go.
And, we need to get those up. So.
All righty. So you're seeing what goes on behind the scenes, and it's a good deal, isn't it? All right, Andrew.
It really is.
Thank you, bud.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, and thanks for the story today. Very good job.
Thank you.
We'll have more with Javelina Showtime coming up right after this.
Admit it, you fear buying a car. The pushy salespeople, the sticker shock, the shady deals. But fear no more at Mike Shaw Toyota, because they eliminate the fear factor. With upfront pricing and financing, 2014 Corolla or Camry, your choice. Up to $4,000 off MSRP. 2014 Tundra, up to $7,000 off MSRP. We want your experience to be exceptional. That's why we offer a 72-hour exchange policy. Eliminate the fear factor at Mike Shaw Toyota.
You can count on the folks at Blakeful & Whiter to treat you like they treat their friends, with respect. Because it's about you, no high pressure. Just good, solid people helping you determine what's right for your budget and your lifestyle. I'm Brenda, and when you're looking for a new car or truck, Blakeful & Whiter's got what matters. Friendly folks looking out for you. Blakeful & Whiter, Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Kingsville.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Javelina Showtime, brought to you by Mike Shaw Automotive. At this spot of the show, we always like to, well, take a look ahead to today's game, and we're in Canyon to take on West Texas. We're going to get a scouting report. We're joined now by Roderick Taylor, the Javelina's offensive coordinator. Coach, good to see you.
Glad to be here.
Big game coming up in just a couple of hours.
Yes, sir.
West Texas, they've been good over the last several years. No Dustin Vaughn this year. He's a Dallas Cowboy now. How good are they this year?
They still have a quarterback that's about 6'7". They can run a little bit, and he really can throw the ball. They're a solid team on both sides of the ball. West Texas has traditionally had a really strong defensive line. Once again, they have that again, but they're not somebody that's insurmountable if the Javelinas do what we're supposed to do today.
Well, it should be a lot of fun. What do they do best? Do they still throw the ball first, then run?
Yes, sir. They still throw the ball first. They throw it vertically, and then on defense, they're going to pressure you and blitz you and try to get you to make mistakes.
Okay. Well, let's talk about our offense, since you run the offense.
Yes, sir.
How's Trey Mitchell developing now? He seems to struggle a bit with the passing game right now. What is it mechanics, or what do you see there?
Well, Trey Mitchell had that injury, and he did a pretty good job of masking it for a while.
Okay.
And it finally took a big shot, and it kind of came to the forefront. But now, since he's totally healed up, we saw a little touch of what he could do last week, and he's really improving. He's a great kid. You know, he's on his way to really, really developing into a really solid quarterback.
He can really make things happen with his legs, I know.
He can. And then when the windows are bigger for him to actually throw them into, sometimes it makes it easier for him to complete the ball.
Okay, all righty. So, do we want a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game today to win this football game? What would you prefer? Are you better on what's manageable, you think, for your...
For us, our game plan is, when we beat West Texas in the past, that we've controlled the ball on offense and kept their offense off the field. Because usually the best defense is us having a solid offense. So I'd rather win the game with a low-scoring game, keep them off the field, control the clock, pound it out, play action, do the things we're accustomed to doing. So in my opinion, I think a low-scoring game would be better.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. Game time is coming up at 3 o'clock today. We will have highlights of that game next Saturday right here on Javelina Showtime. Thanks, Coach, for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Good luck today. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes,
and
sir.
Let's go ahead and get that first conference win, okay?
Let's get it.
All right, that's going to be a wrap now for this week's edition of Javelina Showtime. We'll see you next Saturday right here on KDF. So long, everybody.
Well, that's a wrap for Javelina Showtime. You can always catch us here on KDF TV Saturday mornings at 11:30. See you next week.